But of the big teams that you have faced this year, Arsenal are a side that you've beaten and drawn against. What confidence do you take from that ahead of this cup match this weekend?
We could take confidence. I said before the game perspective about taking checking Manchester City and Liverpool out of the equation. 2 defeats in 21 Premier League games. In my opinion, really, it shouldn't just be Liverpool and Manchester City. It should be Manchester United. It possibly should be Chelsea and Tottenham and Arsenal that we're talking about there, but we're not. So the perspective of that is that we've had 2 positive results, a home win and an away draw at the Emirates. So we can gain confidence as we've talked about right the way through, and we should do, but only if we produce a full tilt performance and a maximum performance, and that's got to be the aim for us against Arsenal. We've got to look. Whether it's back to basics, I've certainly done a lot of thinking over this last sort of week or 10 days and looking at the players, and it hurts, of course, because we certainly didn't want to restart in the manner that we've done, but we have done, and we have to try and affect that. I've got to try and affect that, and trying to find out and get the answers from somewhere, and I'll look as deep as I possibly can, and maybe at times I'll look too deep and just say, well, listen, we're not on form. There's a couple of things that have happened to us. How do we regain form? We have to be brave. We have to be brave in our performance, our attitude, and the next game, as I've always said, is the most important, regardless if it's in the FA Cup or it's a league game. I don't think I'm going to make the most surprising of statements in saying that we're quite a way off, and we've said all along. We said at the start of the season, we have to get our performances right up to the max, which we're not at the moment. We have to have a settled side, which we haven't at the moment. Bounce of a ball with injuries and decisions as well. But we have to be absolute max to gain any sort of result in this Premier League. And we had that meeting at the start of the season, and it's not been defeatist. But when those big teams and those big players say yes, and the other things go against you, then that opens up the opportunity of you not getting the result that you want. And certainly that was the case at Old Trafford. They said yes. Manner of the goals, timing of the goals was really poor from our point of view, and from then on it looked a real struggle and felt a real struggle for us. And it's something, like I said, it hurts because we're not used to that. We're used to being competitive, and we haven't been. We haven't been since the second goal really went in at Newcastle, and what happened in Manchester on Wednesday night.